Hi, good morning everybody. Sorry I'm doing the shiur on the driving on the car. Anyway, we are now אחרי החגים, we call it, after all the Yom Tovim, and now all the things we said we're going to do them later on after the Chagim. Now it's the time. But let's go through the procedure we're going through. What is the whole idea of the Chagim? What is the idea behind it? Is the Chagim the important stuff or the highlight, or maybe what's happening now is the highlight? And the real truth is, a few years ago, I did something they call, I think in English, chamama, a greenhouse. Greenhouse, normally you put small plants in, and when they grow, you take them out and plant them in the earth, wherever. And this greenhouse was not a greenhouse as you think. It was a greenhouse for startups. And the idea was that anybody who's got an idea for a startup can come to their offices. They did all the offices. We furnished the offices there. And while we were doing it, we were asking questions, and we understood the idea. The owner told us that his idea is that anybody who's got an idea about a startup that he wants to do, he can get all the facilities. In other words, he's got an office, all the things he needs for their office, a secretary, computers, internet, whatever he needs, meeting rooms. The only thing he has to do is to develop his idea, and no cost. So where is the catch? The catch is, after a while, he has to go out and start the business, and then the greenhouse, the chamama, they are his partners, and they get percents of the profits. And he told them, I know that most of them are not going to be a big deal, but if I get a few percents that are going to be successful, I did it. What a beautiful idea. Anybody who's got an idea for a startup can go there and have an office and work on his startup and get all the things he needs for it, and then he goes out to the world and he tries it out, and if it's successful, Baruch Hashem, everybody is getting a profit out of it, and if not. And I was thinking, this is exactly what God was doing to us. He put us in a greenhouse of the Yom Tovim, of all the holidays, in order to give us the facility and the right environment in order to start up again, a new startup, a new start, a new beginning. Berechit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. And that's exactly what we did yesterday when we ended the Torah and started the Torah again. Berechit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. And what we should do now is to take with us the light that we got from this greenhouse of all the holidays and now practice it in the normal daily life. And that is the highlight, to use it in the right way. It's like I heard a drasha a few years ago from the Rav Lieberman Zatzal from Antwerp. He was the chief rabbi, one of the I think the Machzikei Adat or Shomrei Adat, I don't remember. And he was telling about a story about a rabbi in a village that he saw one of the Jews going around very, very depressed and sad. He asked him, what's wrong? What's happening with you? Why are you so sad? What's wrong? He says, I have to tell you, dear Rabbi, every Yom Tov I go to my Rebbe in the big city, and I have there an unbelievable time. Highlights. Wow, I elevate myself. But then when I come back, it's everything like I lost everything. I've got nothing. I'm still in the same way I was before I went to my rabbi. So this rabbi told him, the rabbi of the village told him, it's like two friends are going in the middle of the night in a forest, a dark, dark forest. And one's got a torch. And while they're together, both of them see the way and they go in the right way. But then they come to a crossway, and the guy with the torch goes left, and the other guy goes right. But then, now he's got no light. He sees nothing. He is in the dark. He doesn't know where to go. Says, what should he do? Asked the rabbi, the guy. Says, I don't know, what should he do? Says, he should make sure that when he gets into the forest, he's got also a light, his own torch. And says, that's exactly your mistake. You go to the rabbi, you get all this beautiful environment, and instead of taking the light from the rabbi, right, your rabbi, and make your own torch and light it when you come back to your normal village, then you will have light. What you're doing is you leave the source of light there with your rabbi, and you didn't take anything out of it. And that's exactly what we should do. We should take the light of the Yom Tovim and make a torch and light it, turn it on to light our way into the daily life. That's the idea. And we got a lot of light, and each one of us got tremendous powers and light to use, not only for ourselves, for the family, for the environment, for everybody. And this is one of the important things that we have to take from the Yom Tovim. Now we start in real life. And after we got the power and the light from the Yom Tov, from Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Simchas Torah, Sukkot, what a beautiful Yom Tov, what a beautiful Chag. Now, Berechit bara Elokim et hashamayim et haaretz. We're starting from the beginning. Now, a lot of people have a mistake thinking that starting from the beginning means we're starting all over again. That's not the idea, because otherwise we will stay in the same position all our life. The idea is to start a new phase, a new level. It's like not a circle, like a spiral. I don't know how you say it in English. That when every time you go, it's like a screw. You screw and you put a little more. You get always to the same point because it's going around, but it's going deeper and deeper. And that's the idea. This new beginning should be a new beginning with elevation, with a different level, hiring ourselves, putting ourselves higher on the level, starting a new year with new, let's say, new missions, new things to do. And again, as always, not big things, small things, but that's the start. To start up and elevate ourselves and take the light from the Yom Tov, and that way going into this beautiful winter. One of the questions is, the whole world was created for the man. Why isn't the Torah starting with Berechit bara Elokim et Adam, that God created man? Why is it starting with Berechit bara Elokim et hashamayim et haaretz, heaven and earth? Why? Why it's not starting with Berechit bara Elokim et Adam? But the real truth is, that's exactly how the Torah starts. What is Shamayim v'Haaretz? Shamayim is up there, the Shamayim. That's heaven, that's the sky, which is the symbol of heaven. And here it's earth. What is a human being? Human being is a combination of a neshama, a soul that comes from up there, from heaven, and a part from the body that comes here for earth. And this is the combination of earth and sky, earth and heaven. Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is for us to elevate our physical side to up there to heaven. It's like yesterday we were praying for the rain, and unbelievable, we see something that is puzzling. The Chazan, when we get into the Musaf, he is wearing a kittel and he's doing the melody of Ne'ilah. Why? Are we back in Yom Kippur? And what is so important about what we did, praying for rain? But that's exactly the idea. When God created the world, nothing was happening till man came up and he saw that nothing is growing, and he davened, he prayed, and when he prayed, everything started to go. The rain came down and all the plants starting growing. And that's exactly the idea of Tfilat HaGeshem. Geshem is what connects earth with heaven. And this is the photosynthesis, what we have. Like, we are praying here down, and the praise go up, and then the rain comes down, and we are connected. In other words, without a human being, without a man, without Adam, there is nothing happening. Nothing is going to happen. Only when the human being understands his job, and his job is to make this world function. And make this world function is mainly when we do the mitzvahs, go in the way of the Torah, pray to God, and then God brings the rain down and everything is functioning and the whole world is working properly. As the Torah says, Im lo torati yomam v'layla chukot shamayim va'aretz lo samti. If the Torah is not being practiced and learned, studied, day and night, there is not going to be a world. And that's what we have to take in ourselves to understand. This is our job. To take now the light, the torch, light the way to do the good in the eyes of God, to learn Torah, to do mitzvahs. And this way the whole world is going to function and we're starting a new phase in life. Sorry. I hope that we all got, and we have light from all the Yom Tovim. Take this light the torch, and show the way not only to yourself, but to all the others around you, to your family. And make this world function in the best way there is, that each one of us will have Shefa Brucha V'Atzluchu, Beruch Nitu Begashmut. We'll have all the things we need in order to worship God and to get closer to God, in all the means, in everything, like from the physical side and the spiritual side. And this is the whole idea of Berechit. This is the whole idea of all the Yom Tovim we went. Now, that is the time to prove God that we did right. We took the light and we're lighting the darkness of this world with the light of the Torah. All the best. Shefa Brucha V'Atzluchu.